Eto na ang programang magiging gabay mo upang ikaw ay matuto. DepEd 12 Radyo Eskwela! Makinig at matuto. DepEd 12 Radyo Eskwela! Alternatibong programang handog ng DepEd Soxergen na kahit saan ka man ay matututo ka. DepEd 12 Radyo Eskwela!
Naguguluhan, nalilito. Paano ba kung matututo?
Good day to our grade 10 students. This is your school on the air in grade 10 English. We are glad to be learning with you through radio. I am Ms. Hera Joy Alcahoy from Buayan National High School. Make sure that you are in your most comfortable place and can clearly hear our broadcast. Have you eaten your meal? In order for you to learn and understand our lesson this day properly, it would be better if you have already eaten your meal. This time, I wanted to bring out your handout. Again, let me remind you that our lesson for today is about constructing personal informative speech. Okay, please bring out your handout. Before we start our new lesson, may I remind you of our previous lesson. In the previous lesson, you have learned the different types of speech according to its purpose. You have learned also that speeches can inform, describe, entertain, and persuade. I do hope that you can still remember all of those. This time, let us know the answers from your previous quiz. Can you still remember your answers? If you have a copy of your answers, please bring it out. Now, let us reveal the answers. Number 1, I. 2, P. 3, T. 4, T. And 5, I or D. What is your score? How many correct answers did you get? I do hope that you answered the questions well. Later, we will have a short quiz again. If you will listen very carefully and attentively to the lesson, I am sure you can answer the questions well. This time, please be ready to learn our new lesson. Are you ready? If you wanted to go to the toilet or drink water, do it now, because few moments from now, we're going to start our lesson. As what I have said a while ago, our lesson for today is about constructing personal informative speech. Please bring out your handout so you can follow me. This is our module number 1, lesson number 3.
Grade 10 English, Quarter 1, Module 1, Lesson 3, Using Information Sources in Everyday Life.
Once again, good morning grade 10 learners. Our lesson is about constructing personal informative speech. At the end of the lesson, you are expected to use information from informative talks that can be used in everyday life. Are you ready? Please get your notebook and ball pen because we are now going to start our lesson. The different types of speeches will help you recognize the information needed to be used in your everyday lives. It will be particularly helpful in recognizing the relevance of the data by arranging them in its proper sequence. An informative speech is one that intends to educate the audience on a topic. This type of speech uses descriptions, demonstrations, vivid details, and definitions to explain a subject, person, or place the audience want to understand. An informative speech makes a complex topic easy to understand or offers a different point of view. It should rely less on photos, which is an appeal to the emotions of the audience and an important component of persuasive speeches. Instead, informative speech might rely on visual aids. These are the types of informative speech. First, descriptive. It helps the speaker create an accurate mental picture in the mind of an audience regarding a specific person, place, or thing. Second, demonstrative. It describes how to perform an action. Third, explanatory. It explains the state of a topic. And fourth, definition. It explains a concept or theory regarding a topic. Okay, altogether, the four types of informative speech are the following: descriptive, demonstrative speech, explanatory speech, lastly, definition speech. Please bring out your handout and look over this type of speech. Please follow as we go over the lesson. Okay, let us dig deeper into the topic. A descriptive speech narrates about an object, event, or phenomenon in a way that audience is able to visualize the image that is portrayed by the public speaker. Let's say you want to create a descriptive speech topic about a tall building you have visited. In describing, you may include the height of the building, levels of the elevators, the lights at night, the color of the building, the environment, how you experience the guiding tour, perhaps. In demonstrative speech, the speaker's primary purpose is to teach the audience how to complete a task, and is largely accomplished by demonstrating the task through a series of steps. There are a wide variety of topics to choose for your demonstrative speech. Examples of topics are how to do your lesson, how to play guitar, how to dance, and etc. Explanatory speeches are speeches that focus on explaining in depth and nuanced information on a certain topic. These topics can range from sports, current events, historical events, politics, and etc. Typically, they focus on the how and why, rather than just telling them about a subject. Furthermore, a speech of definition, the speaker attempts to set forth the meaning of concepts, theories, philosophies, or issues that may be unfamiliar to the audience. In these types of speeches, speakers may begin by giving the historical derivation, classification, or synonyms of terms or the background of the subject. Again, an informative speech is one that intends to educate the audience on a topic. This type of speech uses descriptions, demonstrations, explanatory vivid details, and definitions to explain a subject, person, or place the audience wants to understand. I hope that you have understood our lesson today in recognizing information from contextualized speech and have realized the importance of news in our daily lives. We have learned recognizing information from contextualized speech. We enjoyed the lesson, right? We will do the recap later after some reminders. And we are back on School on the Air in Grade 10 English. A while ago, I shared about constructing personal informative speech. This time, let us do the recap. Please open your notes and let us review what you have learned today. I shared about the four types of informative speech are the following: descriptive speech, demonstrative speech, explanatory speech, and lastly, definition speech. I I believe you have learned a lot from the very start of our lesson. It's a pleasure that you will perfectly remember the significant points of your lesson. Now that we are done with our lesson, it is time to measure your knowledge on what you have learned today. Please bring out your 1/2 sheet of paper. Please write your name and date today. Please do not forget the lesson number for this quiz today. Module number 1, lesson number 3. Good, that is correct. Are you ready? Please set aside your notes and listen very carefully. Complete the paragraph below by giving appropriate answers to what you have learned from the lesson. Here are the questions. I have learned that informative talks or speeches have different types. It may be blank, 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 or blank. This will help me in blank. That ends our short quiz for today. Have you answered all the questions, students? Make sure that you have written all the important details in your 1/2 sheet of paper. If you have more questions, please do not hesitate or include to write it down. If you have any questions or would like to clarify, please write them down as well. Here are the answers: description, explanation, definition, demonstrative, and lastly, understanding informative speech. This ends our discussion for today. Another lesson has been learned and understood. To further enhance your understanding on the lesson, please read your handout. As your written assignment, please read Module 1, Lesson 3, and answer the activity on page 18. You will be notified by your subject teacher through text message for more information and clarification. You can also send your activity to your teacher's email or send the message through Facebook. Our next lesson is organizing panel discussion and making decisions. Make sure to stay tuned on School on the Air. Till next time, this has been your teacher on air, Miss Hera J. Alcahoy from Buayan National High School for School on the Air in Grade 10 English. Always remember to study well. I hope to be learning with you again on our next lesson. Goodbye!
Bagong araw na naman, bagong kaalaman, bagong matututunan sa paaralang panghimpapawid. Kaming samahan, sabayan ng mga aralin, mga gawain, siguradong kagigiliwan. Oras na, alis na, halina't makinig at matuto sa